Have you ever felt like you're failing as a parent, despite doing everything you can to ensure your children's success? Today, we dive into the heart-wrenching story of Mark, a single father navigating the complexities of raising three very different children. His journey is filled with moments of hope, crushing disappointments, and the constant struggle to find balance between love and guilt. As parents, we dream of our children growing up to be happy and successful. But what happens when only one seems to be on the right path, and the others are floundering? Join us as we explore Mark's emotional journey, grappling with the fear of having failed his two eldest while celebrating the success of his youngest. This story will resonate deeply with anyone who has ever questioned their parenting choices and longed for a brighter future for their children. Let me take you on a journey through my life as a single father of three. My name's Mark, and I have three incredible kids: Jack, 23, Emily, 25, and Sarah, 17. From the moment they were born, my only wish was for them to grow up to be happy, successful adults. But as life has unfolded, I found myself struggling with feelings of failure and guilt over how things have turned out for two of them. Let's start with Emily, my oldest. She was a wild child from the get-go, smart and charismatic, but always pushing boundaries. During her teenage years, she was frequently in trouble with the law. Vandalism, underage drinking, minor theft, you name it, she did it. Each time, I bailed her out, hoping she'd learn her lesson. When she turned 18, it seemed like she'd finally started to turn things around. She took on various jobs, from waiting tables to working as a stripper. Now, I won't lie, I wasn't thrilled with her choices, but I kept my mouth shut. She was making money and seemed to be getting her life together. At 21, she moved out, determined to make it on her own. But life had other plans. Emily got pregnant and had to move back in with me. She couldn't afford both the baby and her apartment. For years later, she's still here, trying to balance work and motherhood. Seeing her struggle every day breaks my heart, but I'm also proud of her resilience. She's a fighter, and I hope she finds her way. Then there's Jack. Oh, Jack, my middle child, my only son. He was always the easygoing, laid-back kid. Too laid-back, as it turned out. Jack didn't graduate high school. He just gave up. No amount of encouragement or discipline seemed to get through to him. Now, at 23, he spends his days in the basement, smoking weed with his girlfriend. No job, no ambitions, just existing. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. I see so much potential in him, wasted away, day by day. I know what you're thinking. They're still young. They have time to turn things around. And I cling to that hope every day. But the truth is, I can't help feeling like I failed them as a father. I look at their lives and wonder where I went wrong. What could I have done differently to set them on a better path? And then there's Sarah, my youngest, my shining star. From a young age, Sarah was different. Focused, driven, and determined. She excelled in school, worked a part-time job, and had her life meticulously planned out. Now, she's about to graduate high school and has been accepted to an Ivy League college. I should be over the moon, and I am. But her success also casts a harsh light on my perceived failures with Emily and Jack. I'm incredibly proud of Sarah. She's everything I hoped my children would be. But with that pride comes an overwhelming sense of guilt. I love all my children equally, but it's hard not to compare. It's hard not to feel like I've let Emily and Jack down while somehow getting it right with Sarah. There are nights when I lie awake, replaying moments from their childhoods in my mind. Emily's rebellious streak, Jack's laid-back attitude, Sarah's relentless drive. I question my parenting decisions. Did I give Emily too much freedom? Was I too lenient with Jack? Did I put too much pressure on Sarah? The what-ifs are endless, and they haunt me. Emily, despite her struggles, has a heart of gold. She's a fantastic mother to her little boy, doing everything she can to provide for him. Watching her with him, I see glimpses of the woman I always knew she could be. She's strong, compassionate, and fiercely protective. But the burden of her past mistakes weighs heavily on her. She often tells me she feels like she's constantly playing catch-up, trying to make up for lost time. Jack, on the other hand, is a mystery. He's always been a bit of an enigma, keeping his thoughts and feelings to himself. He was the kind of kid who could get an A on a test without studying but couldn't be bothered to put in the effort. I tried everything, grounding him, encouraging him, getting him involved in activities, but nothing seemed to stick. Now, I see him drifting through life, and it breaks my heart. I know there's a brilliant mind in there, but he's chosen a path of least resistance. Sarah's success, while a beacon of hope, also feels like a double-edged sword. She's worked incredibly hard to get where she is, and I couldn't be prouder. But every milestone she reaches is a stark reminder of how far behind Emily and Jack seem to be. I can't help but feel like I've somehow shortchanged them, that I didn't give them the tools they needed to succeed. One day, I decided to have a heart-to-heart with each of them. I started with Emily. We sat in the living room after her son had gone to bed. I told her how proud I was of her for all she had overcome and how much I admired her strength. She broke down in tears, telling me she felt like she was constantly failing, like she could never catch a break. We talked for hours, and I reassured her that her journey was her own and that I was proud of her resilience. Next was Jack. Getting him to open up was like pulling teeth, but I finally managed to get him to talk. He admitted he felt lost, like he didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. He said he felt like a disappointment, and that he'd given up because it seemed easier than trying and failing. I told him I believed in him, that it wasn't too late to turn things around. I offered to help him find a job, or go back to school, or anything he wanted to pursue. For the first time in a long time, I saw a flicker of hope in his eyes. Finally, I sat down with Sarah. I told her how proud I was of her achievements and how much I admired her drive. But I also told her about the guilt I felt, the fear that I'd somehow favored her over her siblings. She hugged me and said she knew how much I loved all of them, that her success was her own, but that it was built on the foundation I'd provided. She thanked me for always being there for her, for pushing her to be her best. As we move forward, I'm learning to let go of the guilt. My children's paths are their own, and while I can guide them, I can't walk the road for them. Emily, Jack, and Sarah each have their own unique strengths and challenges. I need to trust that they'll find their way in their own time. Emily is considering going back to school to get a degree, something she's always wanted but felt she couldn't achieve. She's determined to provide a better future for her son, and I believe she can do it. Jack has started looking for jobs, small steps, but steps nonetheless. He's even talking about taking some courses at the community college, which is more than I could have hoped for a few months ago. Sarah is off to conquer the world. She's excited about college and all the opportunities that lie ahead. She's determined to make a difference, and I have no doubt she will. Being a parent is the hardest job in the world. There are no guarantees, no surefire ways to ensure success. You do your best, you love unconditionally, and you hope that it's enough. I've made my share of mistakes, but I've also done a lot of things right. My kids are proof of that, each in their own way. So, to any parents out there feeling like they're failing, remember this: success isn't a straight line. It's a journey full of twists and turns, ups and downs. Your love and support matter more than you know. And even when it feels like you're not making a difference, you are. I'm proud of my kids. All of them. Emily, Jack, and Sarah are each finding their way, and I'll be there for them every step of the journey, no matter what. As I reflect on my experiences, I realize that parenting isn't just about guiding your children to success. It's also about learning from them and growing alongside them. Emily has taught me resilience and the power of second chances. Jack has shown me the importance of patience and unconditional love. Sarah reminds me of the value of determination and hard work. Our family dynamic is constantly evolving. We're not the picture-perfect family by any means, but we're real. We have our struggles, our triumphs, our moments of joy and sorrow. And that's okay. Life isn't about perfection. It's about progress and learning from each step we take. I've started attending a support group for parents of young adults. It's been incredibly helpful to share my experiences and hear from others who are going through similar challenges. We've become a community, lifting each other up and offering advice and support. It's comforting to know I'm not alone in this journey. One thing I've learned is the importance of self-care. As parents, we often put our children's needs above our own, but it's crucial to take care of ourselves too. I've started exercising more regularly, eating healthier, and even picked up a new hobby, painting. It's a way to express myself and find peace amidst the chaos. Looking back, I realized that every setback has been a lesson, every challenge an opportunity for growth. Emily's journey has made her a stronger, more empathetic person. Jack's struggles have taught him resilience, even if he hasn't fully realized it yet. And Sarah's success, while a source of pride, is also a reminder that each child's path is unique. Our story is far from over. There will be more challenges, more victories, and undoubtedly more moments of doubt and guilt. But I know now that those feelings are part of the process. They're what make us human and remind us of the love and dedication we have for our children. To any parents out there who feel like they're struggling, remember that you're not alone. We all have our battles, and it's okay to feel lost sometimes. What's important is that we keep moving forward, keep supporting our children, and keep believing in their potential and our own. My journey as a father has been filled with highs and lows, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Emily, Jack, and Sarah are my world, and I will continue to support and love them unconditionally. Together, we'll navigate this unpredictable journey called life, and we'll come out stronger on the other side. So, here's to the parents who are doing their best, to the kids who are finding their way, and to the beautiful, messy, wonderful journey we call family. Spending more quality time with family is essential to strengthening bonds and creating lasting memories. In our busy world, it's easy to disconnect from the people we love, but dedicating special moments to activities together can solve common problems like lack of communication and feelings of disconnection. Take Mark's story, for example. He's a single father of 3, struggling with the feeling that he hasn't done enough for his children. His eldest, Emily, has had a rocky path. His son Jack is lost in his own world, and his youngest, Sarah, seems to be the only one thriving. What Mark's family, and many others, needs is more meaningful time spent together. Imagine the transformation that could happen if Mark and his kids regularly set aside time to connect, share, and enjoy each other's company. Quality time can help bridge the gaps, open lines of communication, and bring back that sense of unity every family craves. The benefits are clear: better communication, stronger emotional bonds, and a deeper understanding of each other. This isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about building something beautiful and lasting. If Mark's story resonates with you, and you're looking for ways to enhance your own family time, we've got something special for you. Our new ebook offers a complete, in-depth solution to creating quality family moments. It's packed with practical tips, engaging activities, and heartfelt advice to help you reconnect with your loved ones and create those precious memories together. Don't let the opportunity slip away. Click the link below to purchase our ebook and start transforming your family life today. Your journey to a happier, more connected family begins now. We'd love to hear your thoughts, reactions, and ideas about today's story. Did any particular character steal your heart? Were you nervous about a surprising plot twist? Or perhaps you have your own theories about what might happen next. Whatever it is, don't hesitate to share. Remember to keep all comments respectful and constructive. We value diverse opinions and perspectives. Positive vibes only. Let's spread positivity and encouragement in our community. Kind words can make all the difference. Your voices matter, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say. Let's continue this journey together as we celebrate the magic of storytelling. Thank you for being part of our community.